What's goody? This is Ashley's Corner, and I want to talk about the fight that's going to be in between Terence Crawford and Julius Indongo. This fight will happen. I know it's going to happen, and they will unify. It's just not going to unify right now. I know it's going to happen because this guy Sergio, he's not going to beat Julius Indongo. I guarantee it. I think everybody's sleeping on Julius. I am no longer concerned about if they're going to get the chance to unify. I was upset at first, of course, because I mean, who wouldn't be what real fight fan wouldn't be upset that you got this character trying to stop a unification bout in between Terence Crawford and Julius. So, I mean, I made my video. I said the things that I had to say about it, but I'm no longer concerned because this Julius will outbox Sergio the same way he outboxed Ricky Burns to get the damn title that Sergio wants to fight for so bad. What I can say about Julius Indongo, looking at his record and the past people he fought, he didn't fight a lot of fighters with 7 to 15 to 20 some losses or whatever. Like a lot of good fighters that's getting big fights nowadays fought. Yeah, he did have a couple of fighters that had probably about 5, 6, 7 losses on it, but it was only like 2 or 3. It wasn't that many. I look at records a lot and the people that they fought and when they fought them because it makes a difference to me when somebody has 30 wins and no losses, but they fought a bunch of bums. And compared to somebody with 35 wins and no losses that fought a bunch of good fighters. So I always put that into consideration when I'm looking at the background of fighters. But he fought good fighters. I'm not going to say that they were world class or nothing like that, but he fought good fighters. They were in good standings when he fought them. And we just don't know them because they're from different countries all around the world. So you can call Julius a world class fighter because he is. He's not a random pick fight that everybody's thinking he is. And he's really deserves to have this fight. And this will be Julius Indongo's hardest fight of his career. I do have Terence Crawford beating him in 12 rounds in the decision, but I think it's not going to be a landslide victory. But after Indongo beat Burns for the title, Eddie Hearns had this to say: "We hoped Indongo wasn't quite as good as that." End of quote. That's what he said after he beat Burns for the title. So it's cool. Y'all not the only ones that slept on Indongo. It's cool, but Indongo called out Terence Crawford first. I don't know if people know. He called him out first, I do believe. And right after the Ricky Burns fight. I think Terence Crawford said that he wanted to fight Julius Indongo in May, like May 15th or May 12th or something like that. I believe Terence Crawford was somewhat impressed by his fight, by watching Julius Indongo fight, and that's when he called him out. So I really respect Terence Crawford a lot, and I respect him even more for allowing a person that's a little taller than him, with a little bigger reach advantage than him, that is undefeated like him with the belt. Of course, he wants to unify because Terence Crawford is a real fighter. So of course he wants to unify. But I'm glad he's trying to make this fight happen, because this is something that I really don't see a lot of from Terence Crawford as far as fighting someone with that height and that reach. Usually his fighters the people he fight are a little shorter than him. You know what I mean? So this would be a nice test. Even though Julius is 34 years old, he's still 5'11". He still has a 71.5 inch reach. which is only 1.5 inches longer than Terence Crawford. But how many times have you seen him fight somebody that has a reach advantage on him? If you've ever seen it, or how long ago what did that happen? It doesn't. So this would be a nice test for him. It will be a nice test for both of them. It will be a nice test for the fans to see. But for people that's not Terence Crawford fans, they will be after this fight, and Indongo will gain a lot of respect. Trust me. But for the people that's saying Indongo is a nobody, all right, he can be a nobody, but he's still a nobody with a belt in Terence Crawford's division. He still has two belts, the WBA and the IBF belt, and both of which Terence Crawford won. So of course the fight makes perfect sense to me. But honestly, I can't wait to see how Terence Crawford is going to handle this southpaw with a long reach and a serious ass jab. But this has been Ashley's Corner. Always like and subscribe to the channel. Peace.